She's taking her time, isn't she? The fuck? Oh, just take your time, stream. Take your time. All good. She took a lot of her time for that. How delayed is my stream now? Kanina, don't care. It's warm. Oh! Poop. Or shit, diarrhea. Thank you. So I'm assuming you're gonna always be bored, have nothing to do as long as you don't have laptop. Right, Spoon? You're just gonna go insane without a laptop. Pick the sword. No, I have work to do. Wait, you have work to do, and that work is on a laptop, right? So you just don't have your GD laptop. Okay. Spare laptop. I see. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, I got shit to do as well, but unfortunately, I want to do quantum processing, you know? I don't know, it's just that if I have the time to play it, how is anyone supposed to sight read that? In all honesty, I don't want to play quantum, but the thing is, well, when you're trying to quit a game, you kind of just don't want to waste time. Like, I cannot find a good excuse to not play quantum, even though, like, an excuse can be, oh, I'm not having fun. Well, that's the first thing. You don't play Geometry Dash if you want to have fun at this point. The fun should be the suffering, you know? Just like NS. But NS is definitely worse. I would rather play Slaughterhouse than have, if I was an option to either beat the entire main list or go NS, I would beat the whole main list. I don't think anyone with a sane mind would disagree with me on that. Beat the whole main list or go NS. I think I'm beating the entire main list, even if I can't, I don't care. I would prefer spending 20 years beating the current main list than going NS for 2 years. I think that's pretty reasonable. I fucking hate my life. Let's not waste too much time, I think. I lost a temp probably on this. I'm doomed. There was no vocation I could have gotten. I probably would have gone to armor, so I'm doomed regardless. Nice. There was nothing I could have chosen. The command school, they would not have made me security trooper. GG my life. Oh, for fuck's sake, why is it like that? Let's go practice, I guess. Just again and again and again and again and again and again. Now we gotta time these. How is that too early? Hi, Calario Gaming. Calario Gaming. Well, that's a interesting name. Do you say bad words? Yep, I do. Sorry if you are too young. So yeah. If too young, then you can go to another stream. My bad. All good. I understand if you want to stay away from such foul language. Saddest stories. What does that mean? What does that mean, Spoon? Where is the context? Okay, that's 58 to 100 times 3 now. I heard you click louder at the late blue orb before the ship Jesus. I don't know, that click is very dodgy. That's times 3. That's twice today, nice. I have to update the title now. Well, unfortunately, beating the level doesn't seem possible. I like how I'm getting okay now. Thank you, Calario Gaming, for the good job. I feel like I'm gonna play this with a bit more open mind. I'm gonna stop worrying about it that much. But it's not like I'm happy. I'm not happy either. I feel like I'm gonna be quite silent this stream. So if you guys have anything to say, then go ahead. So then the stream won't be just dead quiet, because I don't really... I think all my energy... You haven't cursed? Not yet. I don't say like every sentence. I mean, do you want me to curse? I'm assuming you don't want me to curse. I'm cute. But when I'm mad, I curse, yeah. Or when I'm like really into whatever I'm saying. Or you don't want me to curse, okay. You don't want me to curse. Alright. Alright, challenge. This one stream, no cursing. No curse challenge. Let's see how long I last. Spoon, if I curse, you're gonna have to tell me, alright? You're gonna have to catch me. No curse challenge. What even classifies as a curse? What if I curse? Then go ahead. Go ahead. Nothing will happen. But that doesn't count. If my mod curses, that's not my fault. He curses. You curse me to have good luck. I hope that worked. Because if I beat this before I go into SES, I'll be much more happy. And that is very hard. Because you see how bad I'm doing right now? It's an actual joke. What the hell? Wait. Is hell a curse word? No, right? How Christian are you? Like how family friendly, I mean, not Christian, what am I saying? How family friendly? Is hell a curse word? F word, B word, A word, alright. So we got our list. The list of words I'm not allowed to use. not really. You're here since David Redux, mate. Hey. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not that much. You're gonna have to say something. If you said something in my chat, then you're gonna have to say something about yourself that I would remember to jog my memory. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because it's been like 2 months since Stalemate Redux. Come on. You know, sorry. Nothing I can do. My memory is shit. God damn it! I broke it. Well, Calario Gaming, my bad. Oh, my stars. World record. I know, right? Well, Calario Gaming, I understand if you want to leave now. Man, it's hard, okay? I'm in the army. When you're in the army, every sentence has those words. What am I... That's just how I describe. It's not even like I was not even using it as a swear. I was just describing my memory. Oh my days. It's fine. You think? No, I do not think. You can say screw it. I say it. Yes, I'm in the army. It sounds cool. It's not really that cool, you know. It's painful. That's what it is. In my country, there is mandatory military service. So I have to go to the army for 2 years. And right now, I am in the army. Is brain rot cursing? I don't know. Maybe. So, yeah, in the army, there's a lot of foul language. It's so common there. Every sentence needs to have like foul language. If not, no one takes you seriously. Normal blast processing for practice? No. Sorry, I just don't want to distract myself right now. Because I only got like 3 more streams and then I gotta go back to the military. And then I can only play on Friday, Saturday, Sunday again. So that too it depends if I don't get confined, which I most likely will. Because I'm me. Bro, I went online and I searched like SCS what happens in the first week. I don't even know if I'll survive this entire week. No, why though? Sigma instead. What the Sigma? I'm not kidding. Like Spoon, the first week, right? We go in. The first day, okay, it's a bit chill because you're just getting to know everything, get your bunk ready. Right? Then the next day morning or the evening got turnout. Turnout means they're just gonna randomly play a siren very loudly. And everybody has to immediately, if they're sleeping, wake up. If they're showering, get out of the shower. If you're shitting, wipe your ass and come. Okay, okay, that's not a curse word. I'm literally saying that as like an objective thing. If you are pooping, alright? That is not a curse word. That doesn't count. Alright, bye-bye. Bye, Calario Gaming. If you consider that a curse word, then I can't do much. Well, if you can't handle that, then it is what it is. But then the point is, whatever you're doing, talk to LB3 moments. Hey, I can't do anything. That's just that. This is a word. It's a word in the English language, alright? It's not even. I didn't even use it as a curse context. But whatever. Alright? That makes sense. But the point is, yeah, so whatever you're doing, you gotta immediately drop it, wear your long for the uniform, grab your LBS and everything, and then be down, form up, in the middle of the night. In like, I don't know, like 5 minutes. Right? And then after that, they'll probably make us do like march after that. And then after that, I have to... Oh dear. Hi Dashboom5, it's been a while. Fancy Redux, second stream watching. And you call yourself a fan, really? I mean, I'm not saying that you're not a fan. I'm just saying you actually like you want to call yourself a fan. It's like there's a little bit of viewer and a fan, right? Fan means you really like my stuff. Viewer means you're just seeing because you're bored. See you. I'm gonna find another stream. If I can't, I'll come back. Okay, Calario Gaming. Like the stream or else. Yeah, it's been a while, Dashboom Fire. I saw the stuff you made. I actually shared your like the 9/11 thing that you made or whatever. I sent it in like the server, another server. Kind of funny. But the point is, the second day itself we got to do all that, and then the third day we got live firing with all the weapons. We got like learning and how to use and firing like the Methodor, the SAW, the LMG, the GPMG, the grenade launcher, yeah. And then the fourth day we have fast march and all the horrible stuff. Then the fifth day we have IPPT/SOC, and then I book out. I don't know if I'm going to survive. You might stream today. I'll probably be asleep. I don't know. I'm just playing because I can't I can't while like in my current like consciousness, while conscious, I can't bring myself to play anything, even if I'm playing something else will make me happier, when I still haven't beaten this. Like I said, I can't drop levels even like momentarily. If I can play GD, I should be playing this, you know. 5 quadrillion race. How did I roast you? The military just like that, and the thing is, it's because I am in I got selected for command school, which is the 3rd sergeant course. So I'm a specialist cadet, I'm not a private. Means if I finish my 6 months of SCS training, sergeant course training, I will become a 3rd sergeant. It sounds cooler than it is, you know. You get a rank and you get to command people, and I'm like a horrible commander. I just applied for it because, well, I have to make some use out of my NS. Chat is silent right now. I won't lie. I don't even mind. My chat is like, I don't know. My chat can do whatever I want. If it's alive, I'm okay with it. If it's dead, then it is what it is, you know. By the way, this level's about to take more attempts than Stalemate Redux. Not a good look. How was it too early? You're kidding. New doggy weird? Alright. Congregation, how bad is the job? Is it bad or not? The job? You mean army? What are you talking about, the job? Congregation, what do you mean? My bad. Okay, I don't know what you're on about. You mean the level? Well, if you're talking about the level, it's bad. I think I become desensitized to dying in this. How is it, Soli? Do you enjoy being in the army? Not really. Yeah, sure, it's fun. It's like quote unquote fun. Like when you're with your bunkmates, you're laughing, you're making jokes. It's fun. But then when you're in pain, like when you do, like I had to do 24-kilometer route march, buying 20 kg on the back. Obviously, I didn't do all of it because the last 4 km I couldn't anymore. But just think about it. Like when you're actually in pain, like that much pain, your muscles are tearing on your leg, like thigh muscles are ripping themselves apart basically, because you've just been walking for like 5-6 hours straight, you know, with like 50-minute breaks. It hurts, and the fun disappears very quickly. It becomes from fun to PTSD. Alright, you can just remember the pain. That's just how it is. Sure, firing the SAR-21, the gun here, right, is okay. It's interesting, like it feels kind of cool, and I guess throwing a grenade also kind of cool, but it's like a once in a lifetime you do it. It's like, oh yeah, I did it, that's nice. But when you have to keep doing it again and again, it's gonna get It's gonna get quite boring, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I mean, when I go now command school, I'll be using more weapons, like I said, LMG, GPMG, the grenade launcher, and stuff like that, claymore, explosives. Yeah, sure, that'll be fun for the first time I do it. Not more than that. Now, the only way... I'll practice another 15 minutes, whatever. The only way I see it is I should finish the 6 months of my sergeant course, then become a third sergeant, and then I should become a commander at like the basic military training center, which I was just there like for the last 9 weeks for recruits, and then my life becomes much more chill because I don't have to do that much physical work because I'm just a trainer at that point. But the 6 months that awaits me is actually gonna be just pain. Beat Stratus is Inferno driven. I'm not beating Stratus, the 2.2 level. I don't like 2.2 extreme, that's why. You don't like the army that much? I mean, I don't disagree with you, congregation. The army... Yeah. When you're like... That's the thing. When you watch movies and you see like... I don't know, you see like Expendables, right? You see like private militias and like shadow corporations, you know, fighting and stuff like that. You play COD and you're like, wow, that's so cool. Yeah, the pain that actually goes into using those weapons and carrying them, running around, getting hit with all that shrapnel and everything. So much trauma, PTSD, yeah. It's mandatory here. There's nothing I can do. There's no running away. You can declare a bunch of like illnesses or whatever, and then you'll just get down pissed and they'll give you some admin job, but you still have to waste 2 years in the army, and I don't have any visible illnesses, you know. Okay, why can't I click? What's going on? Well, too bad. Yeah, mental, honestly, yeah, I'm just expecting my mental to go completely downhill. You just literally just have to be living by the next step, the next step, the next step. I was beat this level. You was beat this level, huh, Soof? Well, congrats on you was beat this level. All the I don't know, the what's the word? What's that word? Gabos used it once. What's that word? How was that too late? And too early. Place where I am forced to work in army. Yeah, you're just lucky. I don't mind serving, but I wish they just cared about, you know, human body a little bit. I wish they just like took into consideration that not everyone's body is just gonna be. Next week doing for me Cockmock. Well, good luck on Cockmock, I guess. I'm not even checking your channel to see if you are that good, but it is what it is. They draft people with chronic illnesses. How it works is if you really there's a medical checkup when you come near of age to do the national service, and the medical checkup you can declare all the stuff that you have. If you have chronic illness like cancer or you have like something like that, then don't worry, they won't draft you. Then they'll just give you PES-F, means you don't have to serve. PES is your physical employment status. Mine is B1, which is next to A, so nothing I can do about it. But yeah, the lower your PES, they can't give you a lot of combat. They give you like admin stuff, like you just do papers and you do storeman, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, life can be easy, but you get but with other thing, you just spend 2 years doing some easy thing for like much less pay. Diabetes, that is I think that can, I mean, if you're taking medication for it, right, and the medication, I mean, you take diabetes, you take what, insulin when you need medicine. If your medication would interfere with like combat, like medicine you need to rest after taking the medicine or something like that, and so you can't do combat stuff, yeah, it's taken into consideration. You will down PES, means your PES will reduce. So the lower PES you are, the less harder stuff they can give. There's a lot of people that do nothing and just be clerk, but it's like 2 years of being a clerk, and yeah, Some vocations you get to go home, like CMPB clerk and shit. You gotta go home. I mean, like CMPB is a location, but the point is you can go home every day. I can't. I have to stay in. Means I gotta stay 5 days a week, and I can come home only on yeah, weekends. It's sad, but we get paid much more. That's the only difference, I guess. Yeah, we get paid much more. Just cognition demon. Maybe I can do it if you I guess believe in yourself. I don't know. But yeah, what I'm saying is yeah, exactly what I'm saying. The lower PES you are, the easier it becomes. The higher PES you are, harder it becomes. And I went into command school, which is, to be fair, for my physique and for how well I did in IPPT, the physical tests, they were not going to give me anything easy anyways. They put me in like horrible places. So what I'm doing right now is probably the best option, because going for sergeant course allows you to get higher pay when you're done with it. So you get 1.3k per month instead of like 900 something. It sounds inhumane. It is. Yeah, it's horrible. Like I was just saying spoon earlier, there's something called turn hour, which I basically do in 2 days probably. When I go in on Monday, in the middle of the night they'll just like put a siren, and then you need to rush down, dress up into like your attire. The FBO is battle order, first battle order attire, and you need to run, and you gotta like form up in front of your company. Company is like the building, right? All platoons must go down and form up, because we are supposed to be ready to fight technically, so they can just ring a siren anytime and you need to go down. Yeah, even if you're showering, whatever, it's immediately go down. Yep. Deepest condolences. Yeah, thanks. My life is gonna be bad. Hi. Damn. Hi Donna. How's it going? This guy was talking about the military, and I'm just explaining how it is, and it's not good. It's not good. I'm probably not gonna beat this level before it as well, so it's gonna be kind of sad. Because then I have to come back, and when I book out, I have to play this. Not the best feeling, but my mental is gonna be so low anyways. Like screw it. I would rather play this than go in, but what am I supposed to do? They can't do anything. You can't not go. That's not how it works. There are methods, like a bunch of psychological illnesses that you can like claim that you have and go to like specialists, but that costs money, and you spend a lot of time doing all that. And usually here the culture is they look down upon you if you try to willingly just say stuff that like, oh, I got mental illness, or I got depression, or I got anxiety, or something like that. So yeah, a lot of the higher ups are older generation. They don't like the younger generation claiming they have random illnesses, even if it's like the specialist says they have. So it is what it is, man. It's just some cruel shit. I don't mind like the training, even the regimentation is bad, but I don't mind it that much. What I don't like is they don't take into consideration what our bodies can and cannot do. Just because a few people got lucky with their genetics and can do certain things doesn't mean everyone can. They don't take that into consideration at all. There's no way. How the fuck am I supposed to be able to do all those fast marches, like 40 kg on the back and walk around for like 6 km? That is brutal. It's gonna be so bad. Yeah, my morale is gonna be like gone. My mental is gonna be absolutely tarnished after that one. It's gonna be just PTSD material. But what can I say? That's what you do if you wanna get a 3rd sergeant rank. If you could afford, move somewhere else. Now that's the thing. Only males have to do it, which is I'm not gonna go on why I think that's BS, but when you come to this country here, you have to like deposit money into something called the CPF, right? And then like where you work, they will deposit some money, the government will deposit some money, and you also will deposit some money, and that money is used for a lot of things, like important things. So there's like a lot of money sitting there, like 100k something, like more than that. And if you decide to leave, 2 things happen. One, all that money in that CPF thing disappears. The government takes every single penny. 1. 2, it becomes extremely difficult for you to return to the country. And so getting a job here after that is going to be basically impossible, and even entering the country is going to be kind of hard. Yeah, so they're trapping you. Yeah, that's just, I mean, that's how it is. Like, the thing is, you lived here and enjoyed the country's facilities for this many years, right? So when you come of age, you need to serve for 2 years, and then after the 2 years, they'll call you back. After your education's done, they'll call you back every year for 10 years, but that is only for like 2 weeks or 2 weeks every year for 10 years, and then after that you don't have to go back anymore. After that you served your country and that's enough. So that's how it works until like 32 years of age. So after 32 you've done, you don't have to ever go back. But 2 years where yeah, you have straight sadistic type shit. Yeah, Singapore is very conservative, so it is kind of like that. Empathy is pretty secondary. For like, I guess the military is secondary. But the thing is, that's the ideology, like the mindset here is everyone has done it. So because of that, it's like, if I can do it, why can't you do it type logic, right? Like my parents obviously are devastated that I have to go. They don't want to see me just like, you know, constantly in pain. So my parents don't want it, but the parents here who are like Singaporean, they're okay with sending their children or their sons, because they'll just be like, the dads will just be like, when I was your age, I did it and it was worse, because it was worse back in the day. So why, if I did it, why can't you do it, you know? That's just the logic, the mindset here. So there's nothing you can do about it. You're just doomed. Reminds me of generational hate. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, we already call the strawberry generation because a lot of the manpower requirements are like struggling, because many people just report sick constantly and just like anything, you know, go to specialists, spend like thousands of dollars getting like a memo to down pest. It's quite common. That's why I got into command school like relatively easily, I would say. I did do good physically, I guess, in my physical test. Not my combat stuff. I'm not combat fit, I'm like physically fit. So they put me in sergeant course because they really need commanders, because everyone just cannot. No one wants to deal with it, because everyone is well off. Like back then people did it because it gave money, and it was like you don't have to have like a certain level of education to join the army and stuff, so you could do it and get money. But now, well, everyone's educated, so no one has to go to the army. Everyone here is well off. Bro, why is this game doing this to me? Yeah, screw it. I'm not gonna worry about the level. I'm just gonna play. I'll stop practicing at in 4 minutes and then go from 0 for like an hour and see what happens. That's it. If I don't beat it, I don't beat it. GG. I play tomorrow 2 more times. After that I go back in, and we'll see after that on book out day how I do. They say the time goes by fast when you're in the army. I do disagree, but whatever. All my friends have done it because they went before me, because I went for like a diploma. Why? If you're insensitive? No, man, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. God damn, don't worry about all that. All right. If you have questions, you can ask me, and I will tell you. As much as it's like, even me, like serving the army, it sounds cool. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you know, you have toughen up, you have to do it. But that's the thing. When you're done with it, you'll be like, wow, I was able to do that. Let's go. I'm strong, whatever. But when you're doing it, that pain, Jesus. You to survive in the army, you need to have like a barrier of ego around you. You need to feel incredibly proud of everything you do. Like even if you do like a 4 km room march, you should feel like I did it. Yeah, you need to boost your own morale like that using your ego. There's no other way. You gotta like make good friends, you know, talk a bunch, cause it's bad for everyone. No one likes the army, even the people that sign on, but they just do it because they have to. Basically, most people just do it because they have to. Even the ones who sign on, they do it because they did badly in studies usually, right? So, or they didn't have the funds to study higher education, so because of that they join the army, because you don't need a very high education qualification to join, and it's pretty decently good paying. So yeah, it's just how it is. So yeah, it pays well basically compared to like a normal private job or something which expect. Is your country poor? No, Singapore is not poor. Singapore is like one of the highest GDP per capita, whatever. I don't know what the thing is, but I know Singapore is not poor. Singapore is pretty high. It's a first world country. But the culture here is the reason people sign on. Come on, like click. So think about it, like parents here, right? My parents probably won't do that, but most parents here, how they do is like after the kid becomes a certain age, they just expect the kid to just go work and whatever, right? So if the kid just like anyhow like didn't properly study, then they're not gonna get a proper job. So then they sign on to the army because the army has a bunch of benefits. When you sign on, you get a sign on bonus, then you get like a large sum of money every like 8 years or something, like a accumulation of bonuses like healthcare and stuff like that. So the job is probably going to be horrible, but you get a lot of benefits and a lot of money which you can use to like start a family and stuff, and you don't even need that much education. So if you didn't do well in school, then congrats, you can join the army. If you do really well in school and join the army, you will join as an officer or a really high rank. Means your pay will be very high. That's because it's considered you're more educated and your pay will be higher as well. So they try to appeal to the youth like that. I would still consider that it's a trap. You do not sign on to the army unless you have no other option. Like this is one guy in my he was in my section. He was my bunkmate. I think he should have been officer, but he could not get into officer course OCS because his GPA out of 4 was 1.7 or something. It was way too low. He did badly in school, so he couldn't go. And it's so bad that he can't get into any university here. So he had no other option, and he had to sign on to the army as a Navy gunner. And he got like a sign-on bonus of like 36,000 or something. Is education system good? It's very competitive. But yeah, the ones who like do well are really smart. It's not easy. Don't they let people relearn? What do you mean relearn? You need money, obviously. Like for citizens here, like school is very cheap. It's free as well. It's like $8 or something. It's really cheap. I'm a PR, permanent resident, which is below citizen. We take classes. You mean in like yeah, there is a re, but then there's only so many times you can do a re module. Like let's say you go diploma, right? It's not like American high school diploma. It's like a diploma here is like it's like okay, you guys do until like 10th grade or something, right? And then instead of doing like 11th and 12th, you do 3 years of diploma, and with that 3 years of diploma you can get like a normal job. But if you want a good job, then you have to go degree, which is university, right? So yeah, you can redo modules in diploma, but I mean it affects your GPA still. And to be fair, if you think 1.7 is crazy, that means bro just did not study at all. Bro just did not submit anything. So retaking modules is a different story. He just didn't care at that time, I guess, about his education. So now when he's realized that like he came for going to university and he realized the GPA is so low that he can't get anywhere, because it's very competitive here. My GPA was 3.75, which is not bad honestly. But yeah, even for me it was very competitive. I got a seat in a university, like they reserve it here because they know you're going 2 years in army, right? So you can apply early and they'll reserve a seat for you. So my seat's reserved for 2026 batch. So like that. They reserve seats for you. Because the system already here knows that you're gonna go for the army and they don't wanna give you a disadvantage, so they allow you to apply early, and if you get it in, then yeah, you get a seat reserved. So I'm already reserved, so technically the moment I'm done with the army I can go to uni, so yeah, which is good, but yeah. That's just how it is. If you have anything else to ask, go ahead, honestly. Takes my mind off this amazing level here, which I'm probably not gonna beat, but that's the thing. Even if I don't beat this level, I will still stream it. Even if it's no hope, like I'm 95% sure I won't beat this before I go back in, I'm still gonna stream it, because that 5%, it can happen. I can't bring myself to not play something that I'm doing, you know. It's hard for me to quit. I only quit when I can't find a reason to not quit. How? I did 3 clicks. Oh, that's unfortunate. That should not have happened. Whatever. Whatever, game. Do your worst. Do your worst. That's just how world works, I guess. Are you doing? You asked so many questions about Singapore. Congregation. Kind of funny. Nice to meet you again. Busy so stream in the morning as of 11 p.m. from a long football game. I see. Yeah, I had some award ceremony today, so I was not in there in the normal time in the morning, so I had to go for that. And then yeah, I streamed after that. I got 70% after like an hour of doing nothing. And I'm gonna stream for another hour from now, I guess, and then I must stop. Then I'm gonna stream tomorrow, and then the day after, and then that's it. Then I won't stream until Friday probably. So even if I lose all my consistency, whatever, man. What am I meant to do? I'm not living in America. I'm not living in some random country. My life after military is pretty settled, so I guess I can't complain if I have to serve. American, interesting. It's interesting hearing other people's life. Yeah, it's like, that's the thing. You see, it's like, I can't. You're American, so you don't have to serve mandatory. So I can envy that you don't have to serve, but then you have to. I also have to like take into consideration that I'm originally from India, right? And my father got a job here, and they gave us all permanent resident here because I am a male. With the moment I was born and my father added the birth certificate to the PR application, the permanent resident application, it got accepted. Like, it was rejected a bunch before until they added my birth certificate, because I'm a male. So because of that, they wanted people to serve, right? So yeah, that's why they allowed me to live here, which I would prefer. If I lived back in India, it would probably be shit, because India is very underdeveloped and Singapore is very developed, you know. My childhood will be different and it'll be much worse. So I guess I do feel kind of in debt, you know. Whatever. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, so even if I envy you right now, I just have to like take back and think that if I wasn't here, how my life would be. So I have to do it regardless. And also, I've heard the problems in America. Like, I've seen like y'all elections. I don't know what is even going on right now, right? It's like the America does not seem stable. Maybe it's stable for you, but I have a few friends from America, and they say that it's going nuts, right? Prices for everything make no sense. it's hard to, you know, buy a house, it's hard to do everything. But here, because like stuff like the CPF and stuff, it's much easier to get a house. So here technically you don't get a house, you get like the HDB, like apartments, right? So how it works is you get a loan for like 30 years that the government also puts money into, as long as you're here, the CPF thing. So the government puts money into, your employer puts money into, and you put money into monthly, right? So there's interest for that thing as well, the CPF thing. So it gets, so eventually like the money you have will be so much that the interest is enough to cover the house costs every month, right? So it keeps, I may be a bit wrong about this, but yeah, so every month, so you get 30 years to like fill it up, right, to pay the house, the apartment. And you don't technically buy the house, it's a 99-year lease, so you rent the house for 99 years, which is, no, you're not going to live more than that. Come on, if you live more than that, congrats. But 99 years of, yeah, lease. So, and then the government takes care of like all the problems, like the plumbing is for like, because it's connected, right? So plumbing is taken care of, painting of the apartment is done by them, renovation you can do upon requesting, you can renovate the house, which I have done, the apartment. So a lot of stuff is like cleaning outside corridors is all done by the government. So a lot of facilities we do enjoy, you know, life is pretty good. I would say it wasn't. My childhood was pretty decent, I would say, because I lived here. So we got a lot of facilities handed to us, you know. So because of that, I can't really complain that much about it. America, I know, is like much harder for all that stuff. It's wild how different it is, true. But honestly, it's interesting, right? Two sides of the planet. America's literally 12 hours apart, almost 13 or 12 hours apart, literally outside the planet. The 2 years will go by though. Well, that's just another 59. Was that a 59? I will check again. Was that 59 though? Well, let me check. I don't mind that much. Oh, it's a 60. Okay, I might just write that down. It's fine if I don't bid this. It's fine. I know I'll keep my consistency. If I don't get confined this weekend, that'll be sad. But if I don't get confined, I'll keep my consistency. It's fine. Just accept it. What's the level ID? Just type quantum processing. You see the name right there. I'm too lazy to check the level ID. My bad. Something in New York, you can get a coffin-sized room for 3K per month. Okay, we don't pay that much. We don't even pay close to that amount. We get a whole ass apartment here for like a few. It's about 800, I think, for me per month. For the total cost is, wait, what's the total cost? But a lot is subsidized. That's the thing. Even like education is subsidized because I'm PR, right? My education is 70% subsidized. So uni, instead of being like, you know, 100 something K, it'll be like 30K. It's like 70% subsidized. But the thing is, when you sign the bond for the subsidies, you know, for the subsidiaries, you are basically saying that I will work in the country for 3 years. So my diploma, I signed a bond, 70% the government paid. So I have to work for 3 years in the country in like a normal job, just any job, but you need to work in a proper job for 3 years, right? Then for uni, I did the same thing, so they take another 70%, and then after that, yeah, you only pay 30%, and then you work in the country for another 3 years. So 6 years total, you just work in the country. Basically, just live your life and just work as a normal person, right? For 6 years in the country, within the country. That's it. That's the only like thing you have to do, and you can't just leave like halfway and start working somewhere else. That's it. So there's a lot of things they give us, like a lot of benefits. The system here works like that. There's a lot of benefits. The government cares about its citizens as long as like you guys contribute to society, basically. America is like literally just more independence, I would say. Like America is like, you get a lot of independence. You're not really bound to the government and stuff, but they also don't care about you at all. Like you try to get a house and like you said, like 3,000 for a coffin size room. It's like insane. You won't find that stuff here. That stuff won't happen here unless you go for private. There are private condos here which will cost that much, but most like government built stuff, which are pretty good quality. They're not like some shit quality housing. It's pretty good quality housing. All right, it's pretty good. The government does care about its citizens here, but as long as you serve the country, you're part of society. No, I said house, I mean apartment. Oh, house will be probably a lot more, right? I would assume a house would be like I remember like every time I see anything finance based, from apartment with a oh, that's sad. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, New York is pretty crowded already. It would probably be cheaper like somewhere in the you know, the outback, not the outback, what am I trying to say, somewhere like on the countryside. Yeah, it would probably be a bit cheaper than like a major city, but I guess all the jobs are in the major city, so it's much harder. Yeah, I get it. House probably like bankrupt you, because I remember reading comments in like some videos, right? Like, I should have bought a house during the 2008 depression. I cannot believe I was a baby back then. It's like housing now is just impossible. Apparently America prices are just way too much, but that's something you don't have to worry about here. The government here also favors people that make families. Like if you are newly married, it's easier for you to get a house. You'll be like first in line. Guess how much house costs? Probably like, I would say 500 to 400k in America. Like the small suburban house, probably like the average suburban housing in America, probably 400 to 500k, I would say. If I am somehow wrong, then that is very sad. I was right. I said 400 to 500k. Damn, that was a very good guess. That was a very good guess. Damn, how did I? That's a very good guess. So yeah, that isn't good. 400k, and you guys have student loans. Like, you see our system, how it works. They take 70% off, and that 70% we repay by just working within the country for 3 years. Instead of, so they want people to be educated and contribute to the economy. America, you take student loans and there's interest for it that goes up like what? How the fuck? It sounds a little stupid, yeah, I know. So if, let's say, you get into a career that cannot get a job easy, like let's say you take student loans in America for like music theory or something like that, like degree in music theory. So if you can't get a proper job in like music related something, because you know the market is like packed, then you're doomed, because you now have to repay student loans. So you literally have to choose degrees that will make you a lot of money. That means there's a lot of competition for it, because everyone is taking loans to study and everyone needs these degrees. So the American system is kind of like, really, if you're lucky, you're lucky. If you're not, then you're doomed. Singapore is a bit different. Here, most people have relatively the same life. Like, I'm not saying like Russia communism, you know, copy and paste. I'm just saying the facilities enjoyed here is not that much of a drastic difference like from America. You know, you don't see someone living in a cage home and then someone living in like a 5-star hotel. It's not like that. You know, most people just live in like housing. Even the guy in chat, Spoon GD, he also lives in like some HDB. Spoon, you live in HDB or condo? HDB, right? I think HDB, yeah. Even I live in HDB, and it's not bad. It's far from bad. HDB. So it's only, is it only Swizzle and Gabo condo? Damn. Swizzle is goddamn rich, bro. Swizzle is incredibly rich. That man is just rich. But to be fair, Swizzle is born as a default human being, so unfortunately. Yeah, they're rich. Yeah, I was thinking like, oh, NUS High is like, oh, the fees must be like crazy. But then I went online and saw the fees for you guys is like, what, 900 per month? That's how much I paid for my goddamn garbage Indian international school for every 2 months. 900 per month is like nothing. What the hell? Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. Y'all American situation is kind of crazy. So now, like, after seeing both sides of the coin, I guess, do you think the military service I'm doing is warranted or not? We get all these benefits, but then we have to serve. Would you serve if you got all these benefits? If life was easy for you after you served, way easier. I still don't like military, huh? Hi HGL, how's it going? Also, it feels like a trap. I don't know, I feel like it's just you have to serve the country, that's it, in like some way or another, and the country will, you know, help you. It's like, it's that kind of ideology here. You contribute to society and society will help you, basically. The benefits are good though, yeah. Maybe it is a trap, but the thing is, it is getting easier and easier every year, the military service. So that's another thing. It was much worse back in the day, but now it's getting easier and easier. Like my basic military training, when I graduated from it, like few days, like a week ago, like this was my block leave, the 1 week leave we get before unit posting. And like I said, I was posted to sergeant course, so yeah, it was not that bad. It was actually, other than like the few marches that were really bad, it was pretty easy. Also, we are entitled to 365 days of MC. So let's say you break your leg or something, right? They don't defer your and like your serving time. They don't do that. You just get like MC for like 6 months. So you still get paid, but you're on MC. So you just have to relax at home. But you're not allowed to leave your house. That's the thing though. If you leave your house while on MC, it's considered malingering, that you're just faking your illness or whatever. So you're not allowed to leave your house during MC. But that's the thing, you're entitled to 365 days of MC. So if you really get hurt, then you're just entitled to just sit it out. I don't know. Is really on the nose. Is it torture or is it fair? Intentionally break your leg? I mean, I know people who have done that, that's the thing. But will you tell them? Obviously no, right? You won't just go and be like, yep, I intentionally broke my leg. You won't tell them, obviously. You keep it a secret. So they won't know that. So you broke your leg, well, your leg is broken. They can't put you in combat. So then they will give you an MC. Then they will probably work on down pesting you. And when you get down pest and eventually your leg heals, you know, whenever how long your MC is, you will go for a non-combat vocation. And your reservice, so the 10 years you come back every like two weeks every year, will also be like the same admin, whatever, paperwork basically, or Excel work. And odds are you'll get to go home every day. So yeah, if you want to really get out of it, you can. But you need an excuse. I don't have an excuse. Carl did 81% on glide. Who is Carl? Hi Zizo. You know, congregation. I'm so sorry for ranting a bunch, but thanks for asking. Honestly, it feels nice to talk and not focus about this level. This level is actually just horrible. I have to just muscle memory this level. There's no other way. Well, don't be sad, enjoy him. We've been talking about something small. Yeah, that's the reason I stream, because levels like this are just mind-numbing. You see how many times I died this part? Yeah, Go is 41. Go is 41. Yeah, it is crying emoji, but I've accepted it. There's nothing I can do. I got 58 to 100 before I started. If I go practice, watch me just do all that easily. It's just normal. Actually, you know what? Let's go practice that for like a few attempts and watch me just do it like no difficulty. Okay, wrong checkpoint. Lost start position. It's just this part, the jumps you just have to time, and you just like placebo. You're playing from zero. You're gonna die. This is normal. All right. Yeah, this is how it is. You do much better in practice than you will from zero. It's the normal known like placebo effect. You can't do anything. You just keep going, and eventually probability works in your favor, and you just win. That's just how it is. I've accepted that really. What if you wait? I'll see the message. Hold on. What if you have depression? How does drafting work? If you have depression, there is a IMH over here, Institute of Mental Health. You gotta go there, and you gotta like there you can get officially diagnosed with a depression, right? So when you get diagnosed with depression, you declare that during your medical examination, and they will put you in E9, PES E9. So that's really low. It's next to PESF. So you still have to serve, but if it's really bad depression, like you have episodes and you go crazy and stuff like that, then they'll eventually PESF you and you don't have to serve anymore. But if you're very low PES, they send you to school 5. So our military training here usually happens on an offshore island called Tekong. Alright, it's a military island, militarized island. I went there for my 9 weeks. It's not very good, but it's it's a military island. What do you expect? But then there's one main. There's 4 schools over there. I was school 4, which is the worst one, unfortunately. But there are 4 schools there, and there's one school called School 5. Now, School 5 is for everyone who is PES C1 and below, I think. So the ones that can't really be combat fit for like medic vocation, maybe you're a medic. You're there's also music and drama for like entertainment, like for hosting recruits night. There's like SAF band for like parades, like band and stuff like that. There is other vocations in the military that do not require combat, and you will be posted to one of them. Storeman, yeah, stuff like that. Air defense weapon operator. Just sit there, click button. So you'll be posted to stuff like that. So if you have depression, like you'll be posted to like admin probably. But if you really cannot, like you really have really bad depression, then you will get probably PESF. So, but you have to go to the IMH. If you just say you have depression, they will refer you to the IMH, Institute of Mental Health. And then you go there, and then the doctors there, I guess psychiatrists or whatever, they see your condition, and they diagnose you with depression or whatever. But if you have like depression like that, then yeah, you'll probably get like admin stay out. So that means you can go home every day and you have to come back in every day for 2 years. That's it, and then do your work and go home. So it's like a normal job, but your pay will be very low. Obviously, your pay will be the standard recruit, the standard private pay. You won't have like any combat pay, anything like that. So your pay will be low, and you still have to go. So the thing is, you still have to waste 2 years. So you can't like go uni or whatever. You have to spend 2 years doing nothing and getting low pay, learning nothing. So like I can't. And also if you get diagnosed with depression, like IMH, that stays on your record somewhat. Mental health, it's improving nowadays. Back then it used to be horrible. Like my BMT sergeants, right? Like my basic military training sergeants, they said that some of their warrant officers, which we call NCHICs, right? Some of them, they're all old fashioned. Like some of them just don't believe depression is real. They don't believe mental health is an actual thing, because they're all tough and hardened men from a different era. So they don't believe in mental health and stuff, right? But over the years we have been slowly leaning more and more towards mental health, like taking that into consideration. Like when I enlisted, the officers and sergeants will keep asking you how you're doing, if you feel distressed and stuff like that. Are you open about it, or people think brush it off? Depends on the sergeant completely, but usually by right they're supposed to take into consideration, because you know I don't know if this saying this word got my stream taken down, but suicide is actually considered an offense. I'm not kidding. It's an offense. Attempting to take your life in camp is an offense. If you don't declare that you're going through trouble, if you declare you're going through trouble, then they'll send you to like the specialist, right, to see if you're actually like really mentally like you can't do it, then you're gonna down pest and stuff. But so if you don't declare anything and you just push yourself to the limit where you want to kill yourself, then try to kill yourself, then it's an offense, right? You can get charged for it. I'm not kidding. You get charged for it. So if you actually are facing difficulty, like up there, you're not well, you need to sound off. You need to go and tell your commanders and then your officer, and then they refer you to a psychiatrist. Then you go get an appointment. Then you go there, and then after that, they see if you can or cannot. If you really cannot, they think that you can't, they'll just allow you to down pest, right? But it'll take time to down pest. But they won't force you to do the hard army stuff. But there's a lot of steps that you need to take to down pest, right? This because it takes time to process and stuff. But they won't give you impossible stuff. So yeah, but it'll be on your record technically. Government, if you go for a government job here, they will know that now you have depression, like you're diagnosed with depression. But private sectors won't care if you get diagnosed with depression. Private sectors here, they won't care if you get diagnosed with depression, like in IMH, it's on your record, they won't care. But government jobs will somewhat care because they know, you know, that you have depression. By right, it's supposed to be confidential, but I don't know. There's always a lot of rumors going around, so no one knows if it's confidential or not. How? Whatever. Chiba. Are you illegally able to talk about this? There are things not allowed to discuss. Yeah, they are confidential things, but okay. The thing is, what I'm discussing is well-known information. That's the thing. Confidential stuff would be like stuff that the public are not allowed to know, like location of like the way them like no in-camp photos are not allowed, by the way. You're not allowed to take in-camp photos, right? If they catch you, you get charged, all right? So stuff like that, like anything military stuff that can get you like can get compromise the safety of the country is not allowed. Like anything, you go in there, you talk about like exactly how the weapons function, you know, if I talk about like where the location is, how the location look like I describe it to a lot of detail, that stuff can get you in some trouble, I guess, but depends how you know bad it is for the defense. You know, if you can compromise their defensive capabilities, then it's a problem, right? But if I just talk about this stuff, probably not, because most of this is like in the public. This type of information is in public, and they don't take it down. They also know this information. Like the commanders tell you this info as well. Like they sound it to the parents and stuff. Like it's just known information. Like how it works here. This info is like publicly known in the entire country, so everyone goes through it. How are women in your country treated? Okay, this one might get me off. Okay, if I go too much into this, is there a pay gap? I actually do not know that much, but it seems there is a little bit of discrimination, but I'll tell you why. It's not really because the discrimination is not because of like, oh, they do worse, or you know they're not allowed to study. No, that's not the reason. The discrimination is purely based off the service, the national service. And I honestly kind of am also guilty of going into that ball game, you know. It's because they don't have to serve. They are not obligated to serve. But that's the thing. They get to enjoy the facilities, but they don't have to serve. But men have to serve. So we have to give away 2 years of our lives and suffer. And they get to like get a head start in life because they can go university and everything and never do it. But because in the earlier days, it was considered women, they would serve the country by having children. right? That's why so many incentives now to have kids, because there's a lot of aging population here and we want more, you know, pure blood citizens, right? So, but not every woman have kids, so because of that, it's like, and you can't force them to have kids also, that's kind of weird. So technically they don't have to serve, but we guys have to serve. That's just kind of the, so because of that, there's a lot of like discrimination. That discrimination comes out of pure hatred from the fact that they don't have to, but we have to, you know. So that hatred causes that discrimination. But in jobs, private sectors, the pay gap is not based on the government, because private sectors is depends on the company, right? I don't think there's the pay gap really. In government sectors, I also don't think there's much of a pay gap, because okay, there is some rumors only, like, oh, some companies they don't treat them well or whatever, but most places here there's gender discrimination isn't that much. I would say in this country the highest rank you can be is a female citizen. That's the highest rank. Like the lowest rank here, like if you think about military terms, right, the highest rank is a Singapore citizen girl. The highest rank a male can be is just a civilian who finished NS. The lowest rank is a recruit or a special cadet, which is me. Civilians truly are the highest rank. Yeah, hi Waihu, what's up? I don't have to serve. Yeah, they don't have to. But the thing is, I've read about this recently. The government is planning to create, not serve in the military, but a mandatory 2-year nursing program for women. Since we serve, they nurse, because there's an older like generation here. That's like, you know, like you see Japan. You see these cases in Japan where like old people just die in their homes because there's no one left to take care of them. You know, nursing homes require more people, stuff like that. So when we serve in the military, you know, destroying our bodies, the women also, you know, to keep it fair, spend 2 years taking care of these old people. I think that's a good idea, honestly. That means there's always someone to take care of the elders, so they don't die alone and sad. And the country is always protected because the males are going for service and defending it. I feel like that's equal contribution, and I feel like that would also reduce the discrimination and the hatred. I feel like that is a good idea, and it makes it fair as well. It's not like women get 2 years early head start and we have to spend 2 years, you know, set back. I feel like that's a very good idea, but I don't know when it will be implemented, right? Damn. You're gross at Waihu, woman. Women serve people. Oh no, they can. They can. Nah, it's fine. Let Waihu say what he wants. Never heard of that. Legitimately excited. No, it's a thing, Spoon. It's a thing. I've read about it somewhere. I read about it somewhere. I forgot where, but I read about it. It's a good idea, isn't it? It's an actually good idea. That's like the perfect idea. Obviously, most of the women here are pretty spoiled, right? The princesses here are spoiled, and they're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste 2 years of my life, when we have to do that anyways, right? But if they're doing it for good cause, they're also serving it in some ways, like actually beneficial to society. I don't know. I feel like that's the best stance they can take and make it equal for both, right? If my 1 year younger sister would end uni and finish up, it's pretty stupid. Yeah, it's really dumb. I don't know why we're still stuck in the system, but yeah. You're a citizen, you guys can, you know, voice your opinion. I'm PR, I can just say, but it doesn't really mean anything that much, right? Also, yeah, congregation, women can serve, but many choose not to, you know. There are some women who serve, but think about this. It's like one platoon. I'm not kidding. Out of every soldier right now in Tekong, the island, there's one platoon. So that is 64 people. There's 64 women serving right now. Like right now in BMT. Right now serving across all military like units, probably a lot. but it's probably the ratio is probably like 99 to 1%. A lot of women do not serve, obviously, but they have the choice. They can choose to serve if they want to. Some do. You can't blame them for not wanting to serve, yeah. But the nursing course would be fair. I would say that's fair play. But Spoon, don't get too excited. It isn't happening anytime soon. It's just rumors that I've heard and somewhere I read about some people talking about it. You know, it's in the talks still. It's still in the talking phase. It won't be implemented anytime soon. So it's not in our like where we can reap the benefits or whatever. Anyways, we gotta serve anyway, so who cares? That's a sad death. I should have gotten to 70 again there. That's a really sad death. I guess I didn't force do something. Both disturbs me. You should have a choice. If okay, congregation, I'm going to be honest. If we had a choice, no one would serve. The country would have nobody. Even with all the benefits the army gives, majority won't serve. Like in US, people like go to the army in US because like I seen like recruitment like stuff. They say like, oh, I'm going to the army because you know I need money. You know I need to study college and I don't have enough for my family needs. Like you need, and plus think about it, yeah, like Spoon says, Singapore is really small. If they gave a choice to the few million people living here, many will say no and it's doomed. Like America, since it's so dependent on money, because money is like a difficult thing there to get, like obtain, right? So many sign on the military, that there's a lot of benefits for them to do that, right? Here we need manpower. We don't have anybody, and if you make it a choice, no one's going to say yes, and it's going to become impossible. There'll be like 1,000 people defending a country of like 6 million. It's not going to work out. We won't have anybody. Everyone is just gonna be selfish, so they're gonna have to impose this stuff if they want to keeping these benefits up. It's tit or tat, like yeah. So it's like either you get your freedom, but the world is chaotic, or the world is much more you know, or like, yeah, the life is more chaotic in like America. Like nothing is stable. You don't know if you can work today, or like if you have job security, money security, financial security, you know. Yeah, so either you get like a lot of freedom like America, or you know there's no security, or everything is like done for you, everything works out well, but you need to, you know, follow the rules basically. Yeah, that's another thing in Singapore. If like suddenly another country attacks, because we are a small nation, we need to immediately mobilize troops. If there's only a few people, we are actually gonna be doomed. We're surrounded by massive countries. Like I'm not fear mongering, but we're surrounded by countries with big militaries. We're surrounded by massive countries. If we do nothing, we will lose a war. We don't defend this island, we are gone. So we have to. I know I sound like NS recruitment center right now, but I'm just saying, we have to. There's no other choice. This is the best system there is, unfortunately. How? I clicked. I know that. I'm saying the fact, like you know, I said. It shouldn't be like that. I feel like the army current system, how the army is working, I'm okay with it. But I wish that it would just be a little bit more, you know, less physically strenuous. I wish they use more technology. That's my goal. Not my goal, sorry, my vision for like the army here. I hope one day they use more like automated stuff to allow soldiers to not destroy their body, you know, like destroy their body when they're young, so when they're old they can't move. Instead of making our body stronger, we just need to be able to use better equipment, you know. Like, imagine if there were exoskeletons in the army that make it easier for you to carry stuff. Like, I wouldn't mind. Like, if every soldier had like some exoskeleton that would make it easier for them to carry stuff. Make it easier to walk. Like, that stuff exists. I feel like that stuff should be implemented slowly. And that makes the army easier. So people are still serving, but it makes it easier so they don't, you know, they don't have to worry about their bodies collapsing on them, you know. They don't have to worry about all that. Also, I'm dying a lot and talking a lot, but it's fine. I actually, this is probably one of the better quantum processing streams, thanks to you, congregation. You know, speaking about it actually gets your mind off this mind-numbing rubbish, which I do like, so thanks. Because this level is not gonna work out for me, I'm pretty sure. This is how it's gonna be. I'm just gonna keep playing until I one day just randomly do it, you know. But yeah, for our country, we have to serve. That's why I'm okay with serving. I do feel in debt and I wanna serve. But like I wanna serve means because I'm forced to do it, I'm like, okay, fine. I'm not gonna like find every method to get out of it. I'm not like that, right? So I'm okay with serving because I feel like, okay, fine. I'm here, I'm enjoying benefits, I serve, whatever. But I wish it was a little bit more humane. I know war is not humane, but we're not in war right now, right? We're in peacetime. And hi Titan speaker man, what's up? And also, this is probably, I don't know how true this is, but I'm pretty sure our generation is much physically weaker than the older generations. I have a feeling. That's why we like struggle more. But think about it, like the older generations, they had to like struggle more from young. So their bodies are all like attuned to that life. We are not. We were born and we lived much more easy childhoods. So that's why we are weaker. That's just how it is. So that doesn't mean, you know, yeah, I saw your back. So even if we serve, it should be easier for us. You're not weaker. No, I kind of feel, yeah. No, think about this. Back then, military service was much worse. Alright? They were 24k. Now, like 24 km route march, right? Until last year, 24 km route march was 24 km straight with 20 kg. So 4 km, 15-minute break. 4 km, 30-minute break. 4 km, 30-minute break. 4 km, 30-minute break. It was like that. Now it's 8 km in the morning with no fuel pack. Then rest the whole day. Then after that, at the night, you come to mainland Singapore and you do 16 kilometers. So you do 16, so you do 4 breaks, 4 break. And during COVID-19, it was dropped down to 12. So it's reducing. It used to be worse. It used to be much worse, army. They used to like filter their waters using socks and stuff. It used to be horrible. Like you go to any like older generation who served here and they'll say how bad it was for them. The food was horrible, the facilities are horrible, everything was horrible. Now it's like actually not that bad. It still, you know, physically destroys your body, but it's much tamer than it was back in the day. So it is getting better. But that's also because we are weaker. There are more people reporting sick now than, you know, before. More people getting diagnosed with other different random stuff. It's just, I think, I don't know. But I do feel like I've been coddled when I was young, so a lot. You know, I'm a single child as well, so I feel like I've been treated too nicely, I guess. I don't know. That's how it is. We're not that toughened, I guess, because we had a much more simpler childhood, much more enjoyable one. That's just how it is, you know. I'm thinking about all this. I'm gonna think about this convo when I go in on Monday. Argue every generation has strength and weakness. It's two sides of the same coin. So I said, yeah, that's why. No, that's why I agree. Our generation is smarter. That's the thing. We are evolving intellectually, but we are becoming physically weaker. That's the thing. We are becoming smarter. Our generation is smarter than the older generation, academic wise. Studies are still is getting harder and harder. Compared to like the older generation, our school is much harder. Our exams are way harder. We are getting better intellectually because we got time to sit and study, right? We are smarter than the older generation, but the older generation is just physically more fit. That's the turnaround, you know. That's the change basically from one generation to another. Since they study less but worked more, so they are much more resilient. We work less but we study more, so we are smarter. And I think being smart is more important than just physical work, because at the end of the day we are intelligent creatures. We are creatures with intelligence, so we are supposed to use that, not use our fists. We are not animals. We shouldn't be like fighting like bears. We should be using our brains to win battles, not our fists, you know. We use our wits. So I think that is still like a better alternative, that we are smarter. Well, that's sad. I can stream. Okay, another 10 minutes from 0. No, that's enough. That stream was nice. Thanks to congregation asking all these questions, so I spoke up my mind. I don't think I said anything. Like, I'm not like disgracing my country though. Yeah. I do believe Singapore is on the right track. It's just that they have a few kinks that they need to work out. That's it. But I would prefer the system as it is. So I don't hate it. Obviously everyone hates when they're doing it, but once you're done doing it, you appreciate it more. That's the thing. When I do my fast march of 6 kilometer holding 40 kgs on my back and I feel like I'm about to die, I'll definitely hate a lot of things. But the moment I'm done with it and I ORD, which is Operation Ready Date, which is when you finish your 2 years of service and you can go back to university and study and your life, right? I'll look back and say, man, that was painful. I will never want to do that again, but you know what? I did it. And then suddenly you start looking at all the good things. They say 2 years goes by fast. I don't know how fast 2 years will go by, but it will go by. 9 weeks went by. Only 80 more weeks. Ah, 62. That's spam. It's fine. I'll come back on Tuesday and I'll get the buff. I don't know if people think physics don't get better. I hope it gets better. Game PTSD. How are you supposed to enjoy it? If you game PTSD, then yeah. That's why they say sound off. I'm in practice. They say sound off during. Like if you are feeling mentally distressed, you sound off during your training and stuff, so you can get out of it. So if you really can't handle it, then you get out of it. That's the thing. That's why they say during. But yeah, if somehow the country has to actually fight a war, they will deploy us and we have to go and die. That's the truth. We are in peacetime, so that probably won't happen in our lifetimes. But if something does happen, they'll deploy us, and if we die, we die serving. That's just how it is. but we are in peacetime. Singapore tries to maintain diplomatic relationships with other countries. Not only that, I didn't get this, but if people go for guards, right? There's guardsmen. It's very hard. I mean, it's very hard. It's one of the worst things to get into because it's very physically taxing. But if you get to guardsmen, you can actually work. You get to do live firing with U.S. Marines in the U.S. So if you have overseas exercises, we'll go to another country. So they go to the U.S., so America, and they do live firing with the Marines from the United States. I will probably be going Taiwan and do live firing with the Taiwanese soldiers for my special cadet course, for sergeant course. I'll be doing live firing with the Taiwan soldiers. 2 weeks. Some people have to go Brunei, sad. There's a lot of overseas exercises like Malaysia and Brunei and other countries like that. Overseas exercises. And I guess the last few days of the overseas exercise, they allow you to go to the city as well. So it's like 2 days of like, wish you the best, good luck. Thank you. Thank you, congregation. No, seriously, man. Thank you for coming and, you know, sparking up this conversation. It really meant time. It made grinding this go much more manageable. I didn't want to play this, really. And yeah, even if I don't beat it today, it's fine. At least, you know, stream or something. This is why I stream. Mindlessly grind a level, and, you know, people may find the stream entertaining for whatever I'm saying or whatever I'm playing, you know. It's like, it's a two-way thing, two-way transaction. If you have to go now, then yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna end stream soon anyways. I'm gonna end in like 5 minutes probably. 5 more minutes, I'll just play this, and then after that I'll do a little bit from 50 58, then that's it, end stream. Try again tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow evening, and then just go back in a camp. Come back. I don't think a lot of muscle memory will go in 5 days, you know, or 4 days. Try again. Keep trying again until I beat it. It truly is the mindset. The better mindset, the better. It's just how much your mindset can win in times of difficulty. It's easy to talk about mindset. It's easy to talk about being resilient, but it's impossible. Not impossible, but it's hard to maintain that same morality when you're actually in pain. The only thing that makes you different is the ability to hold your mindset during times of difficulty. Alright, 6 more minutes. How many 658 attempts I have? I had probably a lot. I had more into a morning, so that's pretty good. But I died 66 again. That's sad. That should have been at least 70 again. That's kind of a sad death. But it's fine. You know how these levels go. You mindlessly grind from 0 until you get consistent at the beginning. Oh my days. Hi Zozo. I mean, fuck. Zozo. Zizo. I saw you in chat earlier. You're talking about. What are you talking about? You're talking about. What are you talking about, bro? My brain. Oh yeah, you're talking about like congregation. How congregation is here. You know congregation, huh? I assume so. Alright, one more attempt past the first wave, and then I'll call it quits there. It's good enough. One more attempt past the first wave, if that happens. Call it quits for today. I still prefer this over my interval fast march that I have to do. I do not want to do that, but the tactical march. Sergeant Rocky challenge. Exercise gypsy. Still do this much better. Unfortunate the last attempt had to end that way. That's a lot of attempts though, man. That happened, yeah, that's so sad when that happened. I just have to get here more consistently, that's it. I'm clicking, I'm dying on same frame. Stop framing me, game, that's not fair. I clicked, don't do that to me. Why though? That have to happen? Oh, my everything. Oh, those hitboxes. God damn. Can I please do this shit? Yeah, to be fair, what expectations? Who am I to have expectations when I'm dying this much to the ending? Unless I wake up like good at this part tomorrow. Like I've gotten better, but still not enough. Kanina, why you do that to me? Ah, whatever. 11k there, 8k there. That's 19k plus 1. Yeah, I'm already above 10-minute redux attempts. Wonderful. I'll reach 20k officially tomorrow then. Nice. 20k on quantum processing before I go. That's nice. I mean, in reality it isn't. But what to do? What am I supposed to do? I'll let it save. We're end stream now. That's a nice stream. Thanks to congregation and coming and chatting a little bit. So it's a fun stream, more or less. Yeah. Thanks for coming, congregation. Zizo, Titan Speaker Man, Spoon, Waihu, HGL, everybody. Oh, yeah, I missed this message from HGL. It's Ghoster28, so 41. My bad. It's a lot of messages happening. Well, gonna end stream now. Thanks for coming. Signing out.